Hello YouTube, Flashlight Enthusiast here. So today I would like to give you a short comparison between those two flashlights, the Fireflies E12R and the Noctigon K9.3. Both of these flashlights are single 21700 soap flashlights. Both share the same UI, the Unreal 2 by Toy Keeper. Both of them have 12 LEDs and auxiliary LEDs and Usbc charging. So some of you may wonder which one should you choose, whether it is better to choose the Fireflies or the Noctigon, which one is better and in which category. Guys, I hope today I can answer your all questions. So guys, let's go. Alright, let's talk build quality first. I believe both of these flashlights have excellent quality machining and finish, and I couldn't really point the winner here. I mean, it's only about the personal preferences, whether you prefer the anodization that, is green, gray or black, or maybe this shiny finish, black or sand, that offers Fireflies. So in terms of build quality, that's definitely no winner here. Both of these flashlights are equally well made. The next thing is obviously the LEDs. Both of them are 12 LED flashlights, but as you can see, the Fireflies offer 12 identical LEDs that you can choose between the SST20, XPL High, XPL2, Nichia and Samsung LH351D, but Noctigon is actually a 2-channel flashlight, so it's definitely something unique on the market, that you can choose 2 different sets of LEDs, 9 of them being on channel 1 and 3 of them being on channel 2. As you can see here on the left, I have the LH351D from Samsung 4000K, 12 identical emitters, but on the right in Noctigon I've got 9 SST20 4000K 950i, but on the second channel 3 of them, as you can see, more orange. These are 2700 Kelvin SST20 LEDs. So yeah, and now we can move on to the price, because this Firefly is definitely a lot cheaper than the Noctigon, and that's partly because Noctigon is advertised as being 2 flashlights inside one. So because you can toggle between the 2 channels, you actually get 2 different sets of LEDs and 2 flashlights in one single body. So that's kind of convenient, but you have to pay extra money for that. Right, look at the auxiliary LEDs. Definitely Noctigon is the winner here for me personally. Not only these auxiliary LEDs are a little brighter, but it's just more appealing to me visually. I mean, all those milky parts diffusing the LEDs. Definitely good looking flashlight. Noctigon also has an advantage of a glowing button. As you can see, it glows in the dark for a set color. Unfortunately, it's not RGB as auxiliary LEDs here, so it is a set color you can preset while ordering the flashlights. You can choose between cool and neutral white, cyan, green, red and amber. Once you chose the LED under the switch, it cannot be changed, so bear this in mind. Fireflies unfortunately does not offer glowing LEDs under the switch. It only turns on when you charge the flashlight, meaning they cannot show you where the flashlight is or where the button is. Alright. Both of these flashlights also feature USB-C charging port, which is very convenient nowadays, where everybody has USB-C charging cable at home and can charge the flashlight externally without any charger separately. So as you can see, the Fireflies has the port built in the head of the flashlight, covered by this rubber piece. Very convenient, very easy to use, and first of all fast. Noctigon on the other hand has more safety approach, so the charging port is hidden in the threads. So actually the O-ring and the flashlight body seals the port and prevents the water from getting in. You also have the charging indicator here under this white piece, both green and red LEDs showing you the status of the charging. Whether you like this one or this one in terms of charging pattern, I definitely prefer the rubber cover port, but I know that many of you would like to have, you know, more secure options, so then the Noctigon is the answer, right? I'm not sure whether the Noctigon features a pocket clip, but definitely Fireflies does, and it's very well made, so a plus here definitely. And Fireflies also features the magnet in the tail cap. In terms of the UI, the only difference of these two beasts is actually the toggle between the two channels in Noctigon. So both of these flashlights features Android 2 by Toykeeper. It's the newest version, but the only thing you can actually change here is that by double clicking and holding you toggle between two channels. So here is warm white and neutral white, and that's pretty much all the difference in the UI. In terms of run times, guys, here the Fireflies definitely shines. As you can see right now on the screen, I covered both turbo and max ramp outputs. As you can see, the Fireflies can stabilize much higher output from the same Samsung 42 battery, being even a little bit smaller in head than the Noctigon. And it is purely the driver and the shelf design, so it's nothing wrong with this flashlight. Both Noctigon and Fireflies E12R is just the driver capabilities. So the Fireflies uses the back driver from the Lume one, which I covered in this video. You can see in the right top corner. But Noctigon uses the Hank's innovative constant current driver. On the channel 1 it's up to 9 amps plus MOSFET, and on the channel 2 it's just for 5A constant current, but it's okay. It handles the constant current and stabilization quite well, as you can see, but at the cost of efficiency. So in terms of driver and stabilization, definitely the Fireflies winners here, but K9.3 is still an excellent flashlight in that matter. Right, guys, let's go to the forest and show you some beam shots of both of these little beasts. Noctigon K9.3 SSD20 4000K, channel 1, and that is the turbo mode. Narrow beam, not that focused, but also not much light on the side, just a focus hotspot. Now the second channel, 2700K SSD20, and that is the turbo mode. A little bit more wide beam, as might say, but it's not a typical flutter, you might say. Channel 1, channel 2, channel 1, channel 2. Fireflies E12R. Max ramp, turbo, pretty wide beam, as you can see, 4000K, LH351D, top ramp. Some of you may also be limited to the certain LEDs of your choice. For example, if you like the LH351D flashlight, then unfortunately Hank does not offer these. The same example goes with the Nichia 29P SW45K. But on the other hand, you cannot go with the SSD20 Deep Red or Osram W1 green or yellow in the Fireflies. So if you like those LEDs on the second channel in your flashlight, then the K9.3 is a good to go. If you prefer XPIL high in 4000K or maybe in 6500K, then still Fireflies does not offer those LEDs, so you can go with the Noctigon K9.3. Okie dokie, let's sum it up. So, if you prefer something with magnet or clip, then Fireflies. If you prefer something more economic, I mean cheaper, Fireflies. If you prefer something that has more wide beam, I mean floodier, Fireflies. If you prefer something that has Samsung LH351D in offer by default, then Fireflies. If you prefer something that has a built-in USB-C charging port but externally without unscrewing the threads, Fireflies. If you prefer something with a little bit longer run times and higher sustainable output, then definitely Fireflies. But if you prefer something that will cost you a little bit more but you will save extra money for a second flashlight, then definitely Noctigon. You've got two flashlights in one. If you prefer something with a glowing switch, then definitely Noctigon. If you prefer something that can swap the optics for different ones, then definitely Noctigon. As you can see, we've got standard Carclo triple optics here. And I believe these single ones also can be swapped for different ones, so definitely Noctigon. If you prefer something with higher brightness auxiliary LEDs, then definitely Noctigon. So as you can see, the choice is pretty simple. I hope I answered all your questions, guys, but if you have any additional, please leave them in the comment section below. I hope you liked the video, and if you do, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button because more videos are on the way. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.